secondary school and also senior secondary school, because you know the requirement of the Constitution is that we expect 100% transition from grade 6 to grade 7. And I'm happy to report to Kenyans that in junior secondary, we are now at 96%. The areas which were not doing well, the counties, like last week I was in Kilifi County and a part of Kware and also Mombasa, counties which were not doing as well when it comes to transition to junior secondary school. But I'm happy today that countrywide, the figure we have, the percentage that are so far gone to grade 7 is 96%. So we are making an appeal. The few that have not gone, my county directors of education, the sub-county directors of education, plus our team from internal security, because this is a maritime agency assignment that they must mop up so that any child who has not been able to go to school can be able to do so in the course of this week. Equally, in senior secondary, the transition has been equally good from one, because so far we are around 91%, meaning there is 9% who have not been able to report to school, and we are also making an appeal to our chiefs, assistant chiefs in each and every part of the country to collaborate with my officers of education so that in the course of the week also we make sure that all our students or our children are packed to school in Form 1. We have made it very clear that uniform should not be an issue, particularly in junior secondary. The same uniform that they were using when they were in grade 6 is the same uniform that they should be able to continue using until such a time that parents will be ready to purchase and procure the uniforms for grade 7. Government has been able to set a figure for capitation for junior secondary schools, and we have agreed on a figure per student of 15,042, and that money will be dispersed anytime now, because what we were waiting for was the exact figure and the enrollment as per each and every school, because we will send the money based on the enrollment of each and every school. Like here, Ivacho, Uvaracho, Junior Secondary, I've confirmed that the number we have in junior secondary school is 82 students. So 82 times 15,042 is the amount that we are going to send to this particular school. Equally, we have been able to send textbooks to all our junior secondary schools in the country, because we sent out 17,800,000 textbooks covering all the subjects, all the learning areas that are done in grade 6, grade 7. So the textbooks are out. It's only a few subject areas that we have not been able to send the textbooks, and that exercise is also ongoing. By next week, we should have finalized giving out textbooks to each and every junior secondary school into your country, into your republic.
There's a concern about the number of teachers and perhaps infrastructure.
Thank you. Infrastructure, we don't have a problem with classrooms. Even here you have seen that actually we have enough classrooms. What might be required is a little bit of renovation here and there, particularly in this school which we are going to do. A preparatory, we are making an arrangement. We have had consultations with the World Bank. We are getting funds which will enable us build 80,000 reparatories, which will cover about 40% of our requirement. And we are also requesting and asking our members of parliament all over the country, because they get CDF funds, to prioritize so that they can also be able to build reparatories. Otherwise, from our side, we are going to do about 40%, because the amount of money we are giving out for putting up laboratories is about 10 billion, and we are estimating that our laboratory will be able to cost around 1.2 million. So anytime we are also dispersing those funds so that we can be able to start the building of laboratories. Thank you. For senior secondary schools, they have received their capitation. Primary, and you know the amount of capitation that we give for senior secondary schools is 22,244. For primary schools, the amount of capitation that we give is 1,420. That is already given out. The only one which I said we never gave because we were waiting for the numbers to be given to us as registered for each and every junior secondary school, and we have received those figures almost from each and every junior secondary school, and we will be dispersing the funds, which I said for each and every junior secondary school is 15,042. And I want to assure you that reporting, of course, there is no time we had a figure of 500,000 not reporting. I think that is misreporting. The figure I said the other Monday was 201,000, and as of now, countrywide, the number that has not reported is only 15,640. 15,640, and we expect that in the course of this week, the 15,640 should be able to report. Not quite, because you can see the level of preparedness, because this CPC, we have gone on with the system for almost 7 years now, and ever since the time the program started, government started making an arrangement of training teachers on CPC, and quite a number of teachers have undergone the necessary required training. Also, facilities, as you can see, in almost each and every junior secondary school, apart from laboratories which we are going to build in the course of this year, and hopefully before the end of the year, each and every junior secondary school will be properly equipped with laboratories. So we cannot say that public schools are not as equipped as private secondary schools. And in actual fact, even out of the assessment of the exam which was done in Kibusea last year, students from public schools even did better than those from private schools. That alone is a sign that even the teaching and the facilities in public schools are better. And as I've said, we are also in the course of putting up the facilities as required, which might be missing in some of our schools. The government this particular year employed 30,000 teachers, and most of the teachers that we employed this year are for junior secondary school. And as you are aware, even there before, we have quite a number of teachers who are degree holders teaching in primary schools. So in each and every school, we actually have enough teachers to teach grade 7.
Was even the MPs, the lawmakers, the other day, they said the government is not prepared for CBC, and they suggested that we revert to the 844 system because they said the government is
Ruth,
not prepared.
One thing I tell you, the president appointed a presidential working party which went around the 47 counties gathering views from Kenyans, and the Kenyans, 82% of them, said CPC is a good system. All that is required is few amendments which have actually been done. And also Kenyans said that level grade 7 should be domiciled in primary schools. And I don't think they will be going back. I assure you, there is no going back to 844. We are moving ahead, and the best system which will be able to embed the necessary competencies and skills to our students, to our young ones, is CPC. So there is no going back. There are areas where we have challenges, we are mitigating on those challenges, and going forward all shall be well. Government, as I've said, provides funds. Like you see in each and every constituency in Kenya, government gives 137 million, such that each and every member of parliament, where those facilities are missing, particularly rockers, as you have said, should really be able to come in and procure rockers.